Hello there again, everybody. This is going to be another Jund video. This is getting recorded right after the video that uploaded prior to this. I haven't been super active lately, but I'm excited to start pumping out some more videos. In fact, it's been a couple months since I really started cranking them out, but second one in the same day, so looking up. This is the list I'm going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the current modern metagame. Again, this is February 5th, 2022, and this is what the top tables are looking like. There you go. Alright, let's just jump right into it. Put that away. So, things that I want to continue evaluating are Seasoned Pyromancer, primarily, because it's a card that I've been not very high on in the past. And before the whole companion mechanic was introduced, like a year and a half ago now, lots of people were saying how Pyromancer was like this busted card, it's never bad because it cycles, stuff like that. But I don't think Pyromancer is particularly good if time is not the commodity you're trying to buy. It's not a very good clock, and it doesn't actually generate card advantage. So in the matchups where a clock matters, or if you're really trying to be disruptive, it's kind of a big mana investment for not a lot of impact. So it's something I've not really liked. And then in the last league, we kind of solved that theory in practice, where we cast a few copies of it and still ended up losing in more than one spot. So it just hasn't been great for me, and I still don't think it's really that good. But if I'm not companioning Luris, it's worth giving it another shot. I just don't think it's a good reason to not play Luris. I think in this particular build, the only good main deck reason to not be playing Luris is the Liliana of the Veil. Yep, this hand is acceptable. So I'll get, I guess, Overgrown Tomb first. Or there's already one in hand. Basic Island. Serum Visions, hey. Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. Top. No companion, by the way. Storm. Storm is traditionally a pretty good matchup. They've got lots of mana. I guess they topped, so the odds they've got to land on top are pretty much 100%. I think I'm still going to take the Electromancer. Reason being is I've only got an answer to one reducer. So while I do have an answer to this one, them finding a second one can be pretty problematic. Pyromancer, not a bad draw. I do want to put a land in my graveyard between this turn and next turn, so that way Goyf attacks for more. And then given that I have so many lands, I think probably just gonna get the land out of the deck now. Let's go Blood Crypt, say yes, and then get a Goyf into play. So I mean, against Storm, this is kind of the dream 1-2 start. I think having Liliana is going to be another good tool. But their draw is definitely scary. They have no shortage of mana. We're going to be looking for more disruptive pieces. Thoughtseize would be good to snipe the gifts. But I mean, we're attacking for 4 a turn, soon to be 8 a turn. Discard spell would be the best draw here by a lot. I guess a 1-mana spell is kind of the next best thing. If the opponent goes Ritual into gifts this turn, we could be in trouble. It's possible I should even just play Monkey and hold up Terminate in case they go for a Reducer. I'll have to figure out how much that changes the clock in just a second. Alright, so assuming neither creature dies, being the Ragavan or the Monkey, we're attacking for 6, and 6 is 12. That's a little bit short. They're going to be fetching, so that puts them at an effective 2. Can we add 2 types somehow? What I could do is I could just Pyromancer, but that doesn't solve the problem of wanting to hold up, terminate, and deploying a threat. It only deploys a threat. Casting Goyf here does mean that we can finish the game in two more attack steps. We'll attack for 8 and then 8. We wouldn't even have to cast Monkey again. Does Monkeying now work for purposes of getting an extra mana next turn? I guess it's still a 2-turn connection, right? Because we get to play Monkey here. We can always play Tarmogoyf next turn, and that's still a 2-turn clock. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to, I guess, just cast the Monkey. Hold up Goyf. Or, sorry, hold up Terminate. And that way, if they go Desperate Ritual Gifts and try to go for the Reducer plan, I can cut them off of some mana on their combo turn. Yeah, and I think they are going to go for Ritual Gifts. Oh, guess not. That's better for me, though, to be honest. Steam Vents. Yeah, just shock, hold up gifts. Okay. So next turn is going to be the turn where they really try to go off. We don't have a good way to add any types right now, so I guess this is a simple attack. See what we find with Ragavan. I think I've played this game correctly so far. We find Pyretic Ritual. Funnily enough, I can cast Pyretic Ritual and use that to find Seasoned Pyromancer. And then I'll still have 3 mana available. So, given that we've already got 2 lethal threats in play, I guess if they play a Reducer, a single Goyf may no longer be lethal and give the opponent an extra turn's window to win. So I think I would like to deploy a Tarmogoyf here. Is there any reason to want to cast Pyromancer? I guess, like, if I find a Inquisition or Thoughtseize, it'll be good. So I'll have 3 mana available after Pyromancering. I guess if I discard 2 threats, then we're still lethal anyway. Yeah, I think I like it. Pretty weird. Putting Ritual into the graveyard is risky, but simultaneously, kind of doesn't matter because they have no shortage of mana as it is. So I'll ditch Redundant Terminate and Goyf. Alright, we hit a push. So I mean, I guess now we have 2 ways to interact with a creature at instant speed, which is, I guess, better than what we had going prior. Here comes gifts. So if they reveal creatures, I'm probably just going to give them the 2 creatures. They might be able to go off without a creature, though, given all the mana they've got. Like, just go like Ritual, Ritual, Pest and Flames, Ritual, Ritual, Ritual. So they're going to probably, if they have a 5th land, each ritual represents mana 6 and 7. Past in Flames down to 3 mana, or 3 rituals up to 6. So yeah, maybe they are still in the market for a Reducer. So Pyromancer was fine here. Seasoned Pyromancer was fine here. So yeah, the opponent is pretty much going to have to go off here. So how can I make it hardest for them to go off? If I put Past in Flames into their yard, what happens? So they'll have 4 rituals just in hand. That puts them up to 8. They can then Past in Flames, which costs 5 from the yard. They'll have 3 left over. I think I'm giving them the Baral to their hand for the reasons that I mentioned. It's gonna produce a mana no matter what, but if it cuts off 2 mana that they put into it, that's fine. Even if I give them Brawl, they cast Brawl, I kill it, and they Ritual in response, I kill it again. They've netted 2 mana, but they've spent 2 mana, so it's still net 0. So I think what I'm gonna do is give them Ritual Brawl, and then Pyretic Ritual is the worst one, so I want to give them Pyretic Ritual. So put the chosen cards into the graveyard. So I want to put Desperate into the graveyard. I want to put Past and Flames into the graveyard. So this is their hand. Oh, wow. That's the tech. I mean, yeah. That's cool. Obviously, it didn't calculate that into the equation. I can't cast spells. It's cool tech. They could have Desperate spliced Desperate. They're not 100%. Actually, no, they are 100% basically, right? Because they can gifts again. Yeah, so they should be deterministic at this point. That's the last card in their hand. They've got Past and Flames in their yard, which would put them down to 2 mana. Yeah. Choose 2 cards to go to the yard. These 2. So they've just got more rituals now. Should be enough. Yep, and then they can cast Grape Shot from the yard. Silence was a game winner. Okay. In the event they've got the Empty the Warrens, I'm going to want Plague Engineer. I for sure want Nile Spellbomb. Is it worth bringing in Chalice? Because if I can ever put it on 2, it's probably good enough. So I want Brutalities for sure. I want Spellbombs for sure. This is my Empty the Warrens installation, so probably. And then honestly, Chalice might just be good if I can somehow manage to put it on 4. These Pyromancers seem real slow. How many answers do I need to reducers? A good chunk. But between Brutality, Push, Lightning Bolt, I can probably cut Terminates. Ren and 6s don't do much of anything, but it's still good to hit my land drops. I guess Croxas aren't super quick. Is Chalice too cute? I mean, stopping all of the rituals and the reducers. If I can put it on 4 mana, it might just be a win. So I got a Kolaghan's Command. The opponent discarding a card at random or of their choice isn't great. Shock is a 3 mana shock is an expensive way to kill only half of their reducers. Oh, I want the Ashiok for sure. Sorry to those screaming at me through the screen. Maybe I really just want ways to for sure kill the reducers, just cutting some more Croxas. Croxa is good if we're ahead, but the thing is it's bad if we're at parity or behind. This is probably the best I can do right here. Sure. I think I like this plan. So the dream is turn 1, Monkey. Turn 2, Liliana. Don't think we can keep this. If we find the land, this hand is fine. We need to hit back-to-back lands for this hand to be good. I think I got them all again. I'm going to keep this. We can kill a reducer. We've got Grave Hate, and we've got our threat. So now what am I bottoming? I guess it's second fetch land. It could just be Snow-Covered Mountain. I can get Stomping Ground first since I've got Graven Cairns, and I need to cast my Gwaif off of a green source. Cairns can't be one of them. Yeah, I'll ditch a Mountain. I don't think I'll get Blood Moons, but I suppose it's possible. Oh god, so that makes Spellbomb a lot worse. Should I play around Moon? We did see fetch lands last game, right? Which is an indicator that Storm may be playing Moon. We can get Forest and Swamp and still have lots of red. So I mean, while it's free, I might as well play around it. We took the Croxes out anyway, so the Forest gets a little bit better. They did Mulligan, by the way. So next turn I'll get basic Swamp. Yeah, fetch lands could mean Blood Moon. Inquisition's a good pickup, but I think... Actually, no, it's bad pickup because of Leyline. Pretty sure I want to just get this Gwaif into play. Continue to play around Moon. Yeah, this is the reason why a lot of people elect to play Soul Guide Lantern, because it doesn't target. Been a consider with a consider, and no land. Another Gwaif is a really good find. So we've got instant sorcery land in the yard. So none of my cards would add a type. I guess let's just play another Gwaif. Chip in. Yeah. I could Inquisition myself to discard the Bolt, but again, that doesn't add any type, so it's actually idiotic. We can't even kill a Reducer. We can kill a Reducer with Bolt, so probably better to keep it. Okay, so interesting spot here. Definitely going to want to be bolting that. Although, this could be the only good window I have to draw the card off of Spellbomb. I have to target myself. We would take lands out of the yard, but the opponent's got a land as well. So I think I'm going to target myself with Spellbomb this turn. And then just bolt. Bolt that on my opponent's turn. Oh, and there's Chalice. Land. So I could just play the Chalice on 2. Alternatively, I could Lightning Bolt the Electromancer and then just play it on 1. Sorry about that. I mean, what could they possibly do? I mean, I guess they have gifts available. It's better to do this now in the event they've got Remand. Yeah, I think I'm playing Chalice, but I can attack first. Like, they can gifts here, but I imagine most of their answers cost 2 anyway. Like, you can cast your 1-mana cantrips here, which is fine. You don't actually gain any mana off of your Electromancer casting the 1-mana stuff. Bottom. Take my lick. Another bolt. Well, we don't add a type, so this is probably just attack. I guess we could have sacrificed Peatland to see if there's something we can Inquisition from ourselves that way. And then at their upkeep, I'm gonna kill the reducer. If they're gonna... I guess I could do it now even, but... Yep. Zap. If they remand, it gets countered. Lose my mana. Yeah, this is the one situation where, like, Karen's is awkward, right? I guess I could have fetched differently, but I was playing on Blood Moon. So yeah, we should just be good here. They can't even crack a fetch land. Yee. So yeah, I do think I should be scared of Blood Moon. Although the fetches could just be because they're playing Hollowed Fountain. I'm not sure if I should be playing around it. I think I'm going to resubmit. Seems fine. Obviously being on the draw sucks. This hand might be a trap. They've mulliganed. I think I'm going to as well. Like, we can kill the first reducer, but we have no semblance of pressure. And Liliana is pretty open to getting remanded. Like, this hand is obviously functional, which is good. But when we have so many good sideboard cards and Monkey in the deck, I feel like this hand might just be a trap. If they've got Leyline, it's bad. Please don't have Leyline. So if they do have Leyline, I'm going to wish that I had bought them the Inquisition, because at least these cycle. But if they don't have it... Damn it. Oh my god. Unfortunate. Pressure. Perfect. Maybe I should have even just bought him to land, given I was on the draw. Yeah, maybe. Kept their card on top. Okay. Not great. Hand does nothing. Let's get some sick rips. Grape shot. I'm not going to cast that for... Well, obviously I can't target them, but just leaving it in exile seems like what I want to do. It's one less grape shot. Shock. Scary. What I would love to hit is like an unsummon type effect. It's to get rid of the Leyline. That'd be funny. Another land is bad, obviously. Connect. To gifts. That doesn't work, right? Because I have to target the opponent. Yeah, and they have Leyline. I guess I just sacrifice Peatland. Because if I finally get Goy for something, I'm going to want to continue applying pressure. That's not good. Not looking great. What is this? Ritual gifts. Brutal. Yep. No Veil of Summer here. Alright, so I've got 2 cards in hand. Gonna draw to 3 and have 2 from gifts. So with that in mind, what's their bottleneck? Right now their bottleneck looks like mana. So do I want to just deny them as much mana as possible? Their bottleneck is not necessarily amount of cards. I think I'm gonna bottom or bin their Past in Flames and Desperate Ritual. I wish my Spell Bomb worked. Silence. Right? Oh, Prismatic. Brutal. Alright, I'll pop Spell Bomb targeting me to draw the card. Okay. I mean, if they have Remand, could be unfortunate. But I mean, I'm going to go for it. Oh, it just insta-resolves. Okay. So we can't play Glyph anymore. Oh, they have another Prismatic. Brutal. We can play Glyph. They don't have a land. Another Monkey. Wish? You may play a card from outside the game, so it doesn't put it in hand. So I have a decision here. Do I want to play the Play Engineer just as a 2/2 attacker, or do I want to gamble that the opponent goes for an Empty the Warrens line, and then I can blow them out? Given that I've got so much life, I think the opponent might go for an Empty the Warrens line, especially given that I've got Monkey. I think I'm going to go for the blowout and not play it as a 2/2 attacker, but that could definitely bite me. Because it is taking a couple turns off of the clock, but it's my chance for what is effectively an insta win. Top is scary. Baral. Brutal. Forest. So what I could do is a Plague Engineer naming human or wizard, and then my attack gets through. But that takes away my my insta win that I was kind of hoping to pivot into. I mean, they're probably not going to go for the Empty the Warrens anymore, though, because their graveyard is stocked enough where when they flash back their Past in Flames, it's going to kill me. So I think I do need to just get rid of this Baral, which I can do for sure, combining Brutality and Engineer. Alright, so I'll name Human Wizard. Or what's Goblin Electromancer? That's a wizard as well, right? Goblin Electromancer. It's like Goblin Wizard or something. Goblin Wizard. So I should name Wizard. Wizard. Okay. I'll give that -2, -2. Continue attacking. They also topped with the Scry, so I guess that messes it up a little bit. Another creature is bad for me. Alright, they're going for it. Morphos. Are they deterministic? Costs 4 to flashback. They'll have one after, which is rituals, manamorphose. Yeah, they should be. They should be there already. There's past in flames. Here comes rituals. So I guess they do for sure have a grape shot available. They can gifts for it, and then I just don't give them the win cons. And if they just find one by drawing cards, could be problematic. So like my out now is I just don't give them win cons, but they can always go win con, and another past in flames, and then flash back the win con. Right? Yeah, these ley lines did it. I'll bin the cards that draw cards. Binning the past in flames because I don't want them to have another shot at it. Alright, so they've got all the mana they could ever want. I guess they can wish now. If they've got a grape shot on the board, they just kill me. If they've got an empty the Warrens as their kill, then I have a chance to just draw my other engineer. Alright, they had the grape shot. Dead. Bummer. Leyline was good. Yeah. Against Yorion. Ketria Triome. So this looks like it might be 4-color Omnath. Not the best start versus that. Solitude? I'll take my 3 for 1. Sylvan Caryatid. Okay. Liliana of the Veil? Damn. Liliana would have been sick. Oh. I do want to start feeding my graveyard for the Kroxa. I don't have a good way of doing it at the moment. Oh, wow. Well, do I want to terminate or do I want a fatal push? Probably want a fatal push, just because I don't for sure have terminate, have revolt later. But push is obviously going to enable me to multi-spell more easily. I think I'm just going to use the push. Pyromancer. So Pyromancer means I can escape Kroxa soon. Yeah. And I want to play the land. So let's Pyromancer here. Ditch. I guess Kolaghan's Command is going to do the least. And I guess Terminate kills an Arcades. More lands are pretty bad. Oh, God. Well, we've got the forest. And we've got the swamp in play. So, I mean, we've got our colors, but we can't escape Kroxa unless we're a Luxac and draw other swamp. Do I just terminate this and start attacking? Don't think I can beat an Arcades if I do that. So if we somehow find our other swamp, we've got a good shot. I guess other pieces of meaningful pressure would be good too. I guess at this point, another Seasoned Pyromancer would be a good draw. No doubt hitting a spell. Yeah. I hit High Alert. Jeez. I guess I'm terminating this damn wall now. Pyromancer? Tarmogoyf? Monkey. That's going to help us cast our Kroxa. What do we hit? Wall of Denial. Well, we're not casting that. Oh, I guess had I tapped my forest, I could have escaped right now. That was a punt. That was a punt. Goif's a good find. So yeah, I should have had the Croaks in play right now. Or should have been able to attack, although I probably wouldn't. Discard a card, please. This card's a force, which makes Tarmogoyf a little bit bigger. That's what I got. Yeah, they still just have this Yorion available too. Annoying. Well, if I attack with Goyf, they're probably double blocking. Oh. Oh, we don't have a treasure. Oy. So what happens if I attack all? They block Monkey. I guess if they block Monkey, they're not eating Tarmogoyf. Was that secretly like a fine draw? I think I'm just jamming all out the opponent. They don't get to eat the Goyf if they block Monkey. What's this? Ice Fang. That is bad for me. I guess now they eat Monkey, block Goyf, take 4. If their hand is somehow 2 lands and this does damage to them, I've got a shot. They might just be deciding between discarding a land and their spell. That Ice Fang was bad for me. Yeah, that'll probably do it. As if I wasn't dead already. I'll take my draw step and then probably concede. Yeah. I guess we could get some info. Alright, nothing we didn't know about. Okay. I think I'm gonna bring this in for Snake. Do they search at all? Not really. Do they have colorless lands? Not really. Nothing really graveyard related either. So probably just engineer for Snake. And then the discard spells versus the mid-range deck seem the worst. Let's just do that. Let's go first. With a keep. I'll go monkey first. And then hope it gets through. If it does get through, I'll probably just end up casting this Liliana on turn 2. Don't prismatic me. Sad. I guess Bolt's fine. They've got stuff. 2 walls that draw a card, an Ice Fang, and a Wall of Denial. I think I'm just going to take the Ice Fang, although they can't cast that anytime soon off of this. I might just take a wall that draws a card. I've got a Bolt for the Quaddle. Yeah, I'll just take one of the cantrippers. And we do know that the opponent plays Blood Moon. So this will probably be basic Forest, and this will probably be basic Swamp. Wall of Omens, as expected. Alright. Basic Forest. Bolt is not a very good draw. We didn't have enough stuff to bring in, so let's get basic Swamp. And cast a Liliana. Hopefully they haven't drawn Force. Cool. And then I will Edict them in case they find the High Alert. I don't want them attacking for 4. If I plus Liliana and then they attack it for 4, that seems pretty horrid. There's Triumph. They cannot flash and Snake this turn. Croxa is an interesting one. I think what I'm going to do is probably plus and discard a Lightning Bolt. And then after they've made the decision of what they're discarding here, I'll have them discard again. So Forest is going to make it awkward to cast Croxa, but I think I'd rather not die immediately to Blood Moon. Prismatic. Yep. Liliana was good. Can I draw a monkey? Hey, that's a monkey. Dash. And they've used 2 of their prismatics already, so maybe I should just be playing this out. But I like getting the treasure immediately. We get a veil. Nice. Alright. Ask and you shall receive. That monkey is going to help us cast this Croxa. Arcades. Thrun. Well, alrighty then. If I draw a fetch land, I get to escape Croxa, which is the ideal scenario. I guess I'm glad I dashed. It's not a fetch land. But assuming they attack it, I'll be able to escape Croxa next turn. Yup. Do I want to get second Swamp? So that way Liliana and Croxa continue to be castable even under Blood Moon? I guess I probably should. The issue is then I'm kind of choking myself on red. Maybe a good idea to make sure I can cast multiple red spells in the same turn. But it's a pretty big disaster if they find the moon. Let's just get the Blood Crypt. Goyf's a good hit. But let's get this Croaks in while I can. Black. Everything else. They've already used 2 of their prismatics in their 80 card deck. Hopefully they don't find another one. Teferi would also be problematic, but we can finish it off with a Lightning Bolt or Kolaghan's Command, which I suppose is another good reason to Croxa now. Because we can't both Croxa and Bolt, but I guess if they bounce a Goyf with a Teferi, we can just redeploy the Goyf and Bolt it. So yeah, maybe that doesn't matter. There goes a Triome. Cool. Sneck. Yep. It's a Death Touch Sneck. Yeah, I think getting double red is the correct thing to do here. Because, like, if I try to go for the Bolt on the Ice Fang, and then they have the counter spell, I want the second way to deal with it, so that way Croxa can get in. What is this? Yorion, okay. So they could still have Force plus Yorion. Snake is good. Or Ren and 6 is good, because now we get to just ping it. And if they don't attack the Ren, then we could continue pulling ahead. Alternatively, I could just go with the Kolaghan's Command anyway. Have the opponent discard a card, and then when I attack with Croxa, their Yorion will die as well. That seems good. So you'll discard, shoot this. They'll be able to regenerate their Thrun, but not without taking 1 and discarding their last card. They discarded Wall. Alright, so attacking here is going to deal with the Yorion. I guess they could have drawn a card with Horizon Canopy. and then discarded that. They're just not blocking. Oh, I guess they block first. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. Okay, go to 10. Oh, they didn't regenerate? Okay. Maybe identifying that they need to sacrifice the canopy to find answers. But I mean, Throne just blocking over and over again might be gain 6 every turn. Alright, cool. Okay. So they did fetch like they were playing Blood Moon still. They're on the draw now, so they're even more likely to have it now. But they're also playing Prismatic, so I guess they need to get basics anyway. I could maybe bring in more discard as of Blood Moon Fear. But honestly, they're just so bad going late that I'm just going to keep it as it is. I think this orientation is the best I've got to offer. Yep, this will be fine. Hopefully they don't have, I guess, Wall of Omens. I guess I have to get Blood Crypt and then next turn basic Forest, basic Swamp. So Wall of Omens would be real annoying. Prismatic Ending would be probably better for me than Wall, to be honest. Alright, so no Wall, unless they were scared we were going to hit it out of the way. Alright, so basic Forest. Still think I'm going to basic Forest. This could be my only good window to snipe a Blood Moon, though. And then, the thing is that it uses my mana so inefficiently, but if it prevents me from just losing on the spot, it may be worth it. I would enjoy not losing on the spot. To Insulate versus future Blood Moons, I'll still get the basic. Oh, this was bad because Veil. No! Yeah, I just like thought about it 1 second too late. Yeah, I thought about it 1 second too late. Don't moon me, please. Alright, well they're not, so that's good. Okay, so I guess the advantage of getting Veiled that last turn is that hopefully they don't have the second one. If they've got the second one, I'm going to be big sad. Okay, cool. And I do have Ren and 6 in hands along with Forgotten Cave, so it's possible I'm interested in getting that engine going. Although I do already have Ren and 6 plus the Liliana engine. Maybe that's enough. Got the Arcades. Uh-oh. Warship. I mean, that's going to be difficult, too. I mean, I guess I do have the means of killing all their creatures. So do I get Ren and 6 going? I can Ren and 6 and Tarmogoyf. That's got to be good. Oh, plus first so the opponent discards that info. I guess I'll just ditch Forgotten Cave. Hopefully they don't have Force plus blue card. This will get Stomping Ground. I guess I don't need a lot of green. Could probably just get it. Well, I do need green now for Goy. So yeah. Okay. This is going all right, all things considered. If they play another wall, I'll have the option of edicting it. I can Plague Engineer pre-combat to make sure they don't flash in a snake. Or I guess they can flash. They can flash it in, but. And I think I even want to Plague Engineer before edicting, so they can't sacrifice a snake. It makes it worse versus exactly Veil of Summer, but they did not have the Veil when I Liliana edicted them the first time. So I'm going to assume they don't have it again. I'm gonna double check real quick because better safe than sorry. Come on, stupid app. I hate this app that I use. Come on. Oh, here we go. Ice Fang. Come on. Oh, is it? There's a dash. Ice Fang. It's just Snake. Alright, so just Snake. Alright, Edict. Got him. And then I guess I'll get back Forgotten Cave. And then I'll cycle it now in case I just draw land anyway. Nope, okay. Jam. So I can do damage to them. I just can't get them to less than 1 if they've got a creature in play. Did I bring in Brutality? Because that would kill them through it. No, I didn't. Alright, so I have to keep the board empty. That one's hexproof. Gonna be an issue. That one's also kind of hexproof. I'm not sure. I guess Liliana Ultimate is how I get through it. This has Shroud. Cycle. Thoughtseize. Okay, so they'll probably block Goyf with Wall of Denial, and then I can Plague Engineer Wall. Although maybe they just don't care about blocking just at all because of Worship. There's already... Actually, there is instant in the yard, so we're missing Tribal, Artifact, and Enchantment. So unless I've got like a Tar Fire, they shouldn't really be worried about blocking, barring another copy of Plague Engineer. I feel like most of the time they should block. Didn't I take one Liliana out? I left them all in, right? Okay. Because I think Liliana, to get rid of Worship, might be... Like, I have to, like, stack everything, like, Worship versus nothing. Or as long as I guess I put the creatures and the Worship in different piles, I'll be fine. Yeah, like I said, most of the time they should block. Oh, it's an 08. Why did I think it was an 06? I mean, it's a free attack. I guess it's not free if they draw exactly high alert. Does Ren and 6 Ultimate do anything? They drew the high alert. Okay. Does this one have flying? Yeah, it does. They're just going straight to the dome, too. Brutal. Yeah, I think that high alert probably does it, given their thing as Shroud. Yeah. I don't have any ways to block an 8/8. I don't have any ways to defeat high alert. They say GG's. I could have damnation. You don't know me. Yeah, I can't. I can't beat the Shroud stuff. I would need like a damnation or something silly. More lanes ain't gonna do it. Brutal. Yeah, and there wasn't really a window to Kolaghan's command them draw step, because I mean the moment they draw it off of the top, I die anyway. And in the event I Kolaghan's command draw step to try to snipe one that I don't even know is there, they can then just sacrifice the canopy in response and just discard whatever they find off canopy and then keep it in their hand. Keeper. Playing against Blinkmoth Nexus. One more land that I would hope. Not gonna ship it though. The mulligan to 4. Okay. Is it Strawn? Yeah. Makes the sense. Alright. Please be good, monkey. Had they played like a star or a sphere here, I think I would have Inquisition, because then maybe their payoff is an Ancient Stirrings or a Sylvan Scrying. But given that it was map, no such luck. So they'll have Tron. Will you have the payoff? Just doing it now. Okay. Surprise, surprise, they completed the Tron. Hit an Ugin. Okay. Honestly, I guess I'm just going to be casting Seasoned Pyromancer here. Add some pressure. Ditch some of these cards that no longer do anything. I guess if they have Dismember, I may want Backup Monkey. Or Backup Monkey. Alright, you've got the Tron. What can you do with it? Uh-oh. I guess that hits their last card. Kolaghan's Command can make their Worm Coil awkward. They've got Sphere to cycle, which is unfortunate. Alright. Is your last card a banger? Karn, yeah, that's a banger. Alright, if they draw a blank, and they also draw a blank off of Sphere, they don't necessarily have a good attack. Like, it gains them life, which is annoying, but then Monkey gets to continue connecting. I just drew something. Yeah, that's a good draw. Exile from hand. Another Monkey. Alright, I'll give it one draw step. Yeah, they probably just shouldn't even attack, honestly. Yeah, they just should never attack. They can just sit behind Karn. That was a rip and a half. Okay, we have some good sideboard cards for Tron. We've got Ashiok, Alpine Moons, and Obsidian Charmaz. Terminates aren't good. Fatal Push isn't good. Renin 6 isn't great. Yeah, probably just cut more of those. 2 is probably a fine number. Probably a Bolt. I think Bolts are probably better than the Rens. So we've got a good 1, 2, 3. If they mulligan, this hand gets even better. The thing is, we can't even cast Pyromancer. This hand might be a trap. But on the play with the 1, 2, 3 curve, I think we're keeping. They mulligan once. The more they mulligan, the better in general. But with the Inquisition into Liliana hand, their mulligans are amplified. I'll just get the Blood Crypt now. Inquisition. They only have one map. Let's take that. They've got one Tron land. Charmaw. That's good if we can find the red source. Did you find a land? They did not. That's big news. Okay. Let's get the Liliana in. Plus, I guess I'm just ditching Pyromancer, honestly. It'll add a creature for a larger attack. Got that Baloth? No Baloth. You ready for that Liliana ultimate to just Stone Rain him once? I am. They found a Tron land. Red source, please. Not quite. I mean, I could just Alpine Moon, which will take him off of Tron assuredly. Alright, let's plus Ditch a Croxa. They'll discard without the information that we're going to Alpine Moon. There goes Karn the Great Creator. Alright, Alpine Moon. So they've got Mine, Power Plant. So I'll name Tower so they don't have colored mana. Urza's Tower. Then attack. So if they find the tower, it's basically a forest. Cool. Didn't even need the Charmaw. We had the 1-2-3 punch. Alright, now it'll be more important to find either a Charmaw or an Alpine Moon, though. I think I'm just going to resubmit. Hope it's good enough. We've got turn 1 Monkey, and we've got the Charmaw. If we draw land, what does this hand look like? I think I have to keep it. Dismember will be a disaster, but we've got our best 1-mana play, and we've got our best sideboard card. Okay, we found the land immediately, which is comforting. We can even Charmaw next turn if Ragavan connects, which would be ideal. Oh, they don't even have a second Tron land. Oh, that sucks. Well, the good news is we did find the land. So that's some reprieve. Okay, let's get Stomping Ground. Say yes. Cast Croxa. You discard a card. So they can't have Tron assembled next turn, which is nice. There goes Ulamog. So if they play a Tron land or any colorless land next turn, we'll get to Charmaw. Well, I guess we could... Charmaw is only discounted by 1 at the moment. Stirrings. Reveals a Tron land. Alright, so we are going to get to Charmaw here. We've got double red. I mean, my life total kind of doesn't matter. I might as well just make my mana as good as possible. So I'll get Overgrown Tomb. And then I think I'm going to blow up the Mine. It's the most recent one, so they're less likely to have a redundant copy. And also... if they need to search for a way to complete Tron, they're going to have to tap their tower, which means they're going to have 1 less mana if the non-tower land is the one that they play after searching. So those are the 2 reasons to hit Mine here. Sanctum. Okay, so they're still pretty far from Tron. So I think let's get in for 4. If they had something to cast on 1, 2, or 3 mana, they'd have done it. So I don't think there's a reason to cast Inquisition here. If they've got a Dismember, they would just respond anyway. So I think the follow-up question is Liliana or Ashiok. Liliana to start working at their hand might eat their payoffs while they're trying to find Tron, but Ashiok being down earlier means they're going to have a harder time finding Tron, period. So kind of unclear which I should be playing here. I mean, I guess Liliana working towards an ultimate is a benefit. And then, as I mentioned, Inquisition probably isn't going to have a target. Also, they could have Veil of Summer, so... Okay. Just ditch the Inquisition. Discarding Worm Coil. Okay. I mean, they could still, like, have back-to-back Tron lands. Alright, and that's one of the reasons why I was kind of wanting to get Ashiok in. But they played their redundant Tron land, so that makes me more comfortable. Alright, I could escape a Croxa here. But I've already got my threat in play. Here, let's do this first. That doesn't do anything. Okay. And then I'm attacking here for 4, puts you to 12. Escaping Croxa puts you to 9, which means I have lethal next turn. They can't both draw a payoff and the last Tron land. So I think guaranteeing I kill them next turn is where I want to be. Red, red, black, black, everything else. So you'll go to 13. Then you'll go to 9. Yep, you can't draw. You can't complete the Tron and the payoff. So, like, you can play a 5-drop. Sure. 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 This is just some wheel spinning now. Cool. Beat the Tron Nemesis. One land, only one thing to do off of one land. Gonna have to ship. Better. Keep. Guess I'll just bottom basic swamp. If I want to painlessly bolt, I'll want the mountain. Drum. Alright, so this is hammer. I'm pretty likely to want to bolt something here. So I guess I'll just play the mountain. Because this is going to want to get Overgrown Tomb. Yeah. So I'll bolt it here before they can make mana. They would have had a window to make mana. They just didn't take it. Thoughtseize is interesting. I think I will Thoughtseize. Because I don't want the opponent to be able to double creature here. So that way our Liliana is good. I guess I should even just get Blood Crypts now. Yeah. Okay. Well, they only had one creature anyway. Saga's annoying. Just put Luris to hand now. Yeah. Another Thoughtseize is a good pickup. Can take the Luris. In all honesty, I should have Croaked first so they were discarding all that info. I don't know that it would change anything. They're just discarding planes 100% of the time anyway, but I didn't know that. So here it didn't matter. Fetch land escapes Croxa. Not quite. Well, I guess I'll just Fatal Push. If I play Liliana and plus it dies, which is not good for me. I'll let them make their other construct or not, with the idea that they're still going to be attacking. Like if they get their Shadow Spear here, I'll let them pay the mana to equip, and then I'll push. Then I can untap Liliana Edict. Oh, another Ink Moth. That's bad. For what it's worth, I should have waited until they went to combat. So that way if they wanted to make mana, they'd have to use the thing in play. That escapes Croxa, which right now is looking better than just casting Liliana. So if they equip Shadow Spear, it'll make it a 4/4. If they activate both of their Ink Moths, it'll be a 6/6 and trade. Another Saga is problematic. I do think I should accept the trade if they let me. Yeah, this is just getting out of hand. I have to block. They'll activate the other Ink Moth and we'll trade. I take too hard to hit otherwise, I think. Not great. And I guess I ditch other Liliana. Go. Sentinel. Yep. I don't quite understand this attack because we still get the Edict off. And Liliana is not worth much of anything after the first Edict. Wow. That was good. So here I think I want to do 2 damage to this, shatter an artifact. Alright, so choose an artifact, this one, 2 damage to a target, this one. Because then the Edict will pop off, and then they'll still kill the construct. That was a good one. I mean, they'll still have Saga popping off here. If they want to kill the Liliana, they'll have to commit an attack to it, which isn't that much to ask. They didn't make a construct. Oh my god, they found a paladin? That just kills me. Yep, just dead. Hammer. I want the Charmaz. I want the Engineers. I want the Alpine Moons. I could Chalice on 0. Doesn't seem great. Ashiok prevents the searching from Saga, but I'm bringing in other answers to Saga. And this seems pretty bad versus all the constructs that the same Saga makes. I think it's just these 6. On the play, Monkey is probably just bad in general. I still have plenty of decent threats. Charma, Goif, Croxa. Yeah, I'm just going to take the monkeys out. They're just not connecting. And then the discard spells seem not great either. In fact, maybe I should just take out all the discard and bring the monkeys back. Because, you know, if they do connect, they can be good. No, I think the early discard's important enough. The monkey gets blanked soon enough, pretty reliably. Yep, let's go first. Yeah, sure. I don't know that I'm going to have a turn where I want to use my mana casting Alpine Moon. So I think I might just cast it now. I'll do it off of Blood Crypt. Hopefully I can either kill a creature or play an uncontested Renin 6 next turn. Cool. I like getting the Renin 6 in now because if they've got the Esper Sentinel, I can continue casting my spells without being taxed. Also, if they have Thoughtseize, this could get bad if they take the Ren. They get the hammer. Cast the hammer. Kolagon's command is excellent. This fetch looks pretty innocuous, since it looks like I'm just trying to get my Renin 6 value. I could Pyromancer here. I think I will. I'll ditch Croxa and a land. Because if they go for an equip on Hammer, that gives me a window. There's the Sentinel. Okay, so they're gonna draw a card off of the Sentinel is what this means. Yeah, if they equip it there, they'll eat an elemental. So then they'll equip for free to Sentinel, which will guarantee they draw a card. But then I can Kolagon's command to shock the Paladin and kill the Hammer, and then I can ping the Sentinel with the Renin 6, which seems like a pretty good turn. As long as they don't have, I guess, Steel Shaper's Gift to give protection, that would be problematic. But I mean, backup Fatal Push is nice. Okay, so I think I want to get Basic Mountain here. So they are going to draw the card here. So destroy an artifact, hammer, 2 to a target, pure steel. You can draw a card. I will not pay 11. Ping. And then I guess I just won't attack. I'll pretend to be the control deck. If they want to commit another hammer, I've got the bolt or the push. Stoneforge. I guess that means they get another hammer. Jeez. Well, it doesn't have flash. So if they cast a hammer with drum, I can just respond. I gotta do it in response so they don't draw a card. Alright, so 2 paladins down. If I attack, they can double block. It's a good one. I guess now they can't double block. Although, don't want to be chumping with Goyf either. Alright, so let's do this. Start killing as many creatures as I can. Be the control deck. And I'll just go land pass. Although I guess it may be too much of a tempo loss to just not play the Goyf here. Yeah, I'll play the Goyf and then not attack is what I'll do. And the only way this really bites me is if they somehow find a way to also Shadow Spear and have a way to equip both of them. That would look like, I guess, Shadow Spear and 3rd Pure Steel Paladin. I think I'm needing to keep this push to make sure I can kill Aluris. Another Stoneforge. It's the 3rd one. Plating. Dangerous. Kolaghan's command number 2? No, although 2nd Liliana is also fine. Let's eat a resource. Goes the Silent Clearing. So if I play another Liliana and just plus it, I'm going to eat either a Plating or a Luris. The issue is if they just play the Luris, they can recast the Plating. I could escape Kroxa. What if I just escape Kroxa, leave up anything else? How does the mana work for all that, though? I can't get Basic Forest and do it. Thing is, though, they're gonna go Luris and then replay Paladin. And then I'm not gonna have a way. I'm gonna have to push the. I have to push the Luris. I guess I hope they don't have another artifact. Yeah, Luris plus means that I just eat the Plating. Yep. It's going to be a difficult one. I need to play the fetch land there so I can revolt. Damn. Another artifact. Here comes Luris. So if I respond and kill the Memnite, they won't have enough artifacts to equip. That's just gonna have to be how it is, though. Uh-huh. Can I afford a forest here? Yeah. Now that I've revolted, I can kill this. Yeah, 0 mana artifact was the nuts. I guess 1 mana artifact would have done it too. I can chump with Pyromancer, activate Pyromancer. They should move the hammer to Memnite so I can't ping it. Good attack from the opponent. I have to block here. This is going at Liliana. Oh wait, this is going at Ren? I think I'll just take the kill. Blocking this means I get another Liliana activation. I think the opponent should have just gone face with this. But the Ren and 6 is gone now, so equipping it there matters less. I guess I second Liliana here. I mean, now that the plating is gone, or sorry, now that the wait, they have 1 card left. If I edict them again, they won't be able to equip anymore. But then they'll have plating. Now that the Luris is gone, escaping Croxa means that the plating just stays gone, which makes sure they don't have 2 good threats at all times. So we want to keep Goyf's large. They've got creature, land, artifact. So I want to keep Planeswalker. And I guess sorcery is the other one. No, they have hammer, creature, artifact. They have artifact, creature, land. I am adding instant Planeswalker, so I want to keep instant and Planeswalker. But leave a land for Ren and 6. There we go. There we go. Like that. So bye-bye plating. Cast Goyf. Go. So now they don't even really have an attack with the 11/11 because I can actually block it. It's a good sign. Yeah, I'm going to block. If they've got Path to Exile, they could really blow out a double block. This still blows out a double block. I think I've got a quad, right? Because they could just Path the Croxa and then my 2 Glyphs don't kill it. So I think I have to give them a choice. Clearing their board of creatures is really valuable because I have Liliana. They don't have a 3rd artifact to equip for free now. There it is. That also is Edict's protections. That's pretty bad for me. Needle. Oh god. Blind name Liliana? I hope not. We've used one Liliana already. Liliana would be... A Liliana name would be bad. Engineered explosives. Okay, well, we don't have one of those in the deck. So that's good. That card doesn't do anything. Alright, well... We're killing one of the... They probably just sacked the Memnite. Yeah, because they can just equip there for free. And then I do think I'm casting the Inquisition. Because that's the last card for Croxa anyway. Okay. Go. And then these are 6/7. So I mean equipping hammer makes this a 12/12. We can double block. Which adding sorcery also achieved. Yep. I mean, at this point, if they've got a Path to Exile, they may just win on the spot. But I don't think I can play around it. Alright, we could be stable. Alright, we're stable. We're stable, we're stable. Another Liliana. I guess we'll just escape this. Leave. Actually, wait a sec. I want to attack first. Junk. Alright, Croxa. Leave Pyromancer. Which will take out Planeswalker and will take out Sorcery. But it doesn't matter because either is lethal now. Okay, we earned a game 3. They didn't have a single Urza Saga that game, and we had the Alpine Moon. It's kind of funny. Do I bring in Brutality just as another bad way to kill a creature? Inquisitions do get worse now that we're on the draw. Could even maybe bring in Chalice just to cast on 0. Doesn't seem excellent, though. This hand seems good. Shadow Spear, fine. Charmal's good. So I guess I'll get Stomping Ground. We've got Graven Cairns, so we can make double black for Liliana anyway. Obviously, I want to cast Alpine Moon here, but I also need a green source for Goyf. So Graven Cairns actually being very good here. This will name Urza's Saga. Urza's Saga. Boom. Go. Stoneforge, yeah. There's a hammer probably. Yeah. Basic Mountain, not great. I guess I'm casting Tarmogoyf. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I thought that was something else. I thought that was Sigarda's Aid. Just casting hammer. Alright, well they might have the whatchamacallit. The thing that makes things equip for free. So Charmok costs 4. So, I mean, Bolt's a good draw. I guess what I can do is I can just cast my Plague Engineer now. if they cast their Auriok, not Auriok champion, the whatchamacallit. Or speaking of Auriok, I may need to keep the Auriok, keep the engineer in order to defeat something like an Auriok champion. But I would love to just play this to kill that. The issue is if they do have the auto equipper. Yeah, if they do have that auto equipper, they can equip one. I can bolt in response, which means they can't equip the other one. Or I could just engineer. Yeah, and I feel like if they had the protection from red thing, they probably would have just played it. So I think they don't have it. I think I'm just going to play engineer named Construct, which takes them off of the Metalcraft. This could bite me. Construct. Right? This is Construct. Boom. Jam. Our thing's got Death Touch, so even if they attack for, what is it, like 14 or something, some crazy number, I'll still be able to trade. That's the Paladin. And I still get to trade. Take 10, go to 7. Dangerous. Yeah, this is not going well. So, this attacks for 13. Trauma costs 3. But now I need to find a Fatal Push. Or a Kolagon's Command or something like that. That doesn't do it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can Charmaw here. I get to kill Urza's Saga. And then Chumpalock. I mean, it's my only play. And I have to kill the Saga or else they get other Hammer and I die immediately. I guess you know what I should have done? Because I should have just not cycled. I should have double blocked, done 9 damage. Actually, no, Bolt doesn't even kill it at that point. So yeah, what I did was fine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. My dragon flies. This still gives me a window. Oh, you got another hammer? Yeah, I mean, it regains flying. That's true. See, now if they take Shadows the hammer off, the Rink Moth just dies. Come on, do it. Make the mistake. I think they punted. They didn't punt, but it's worse for them now. Yeah, because now I get to bolt the Paladin. They punted. They're giving me a chance. I mean, if they have a way to re-equip this... Oh, I guess they just activate, make it a 2-2. Yeah, I'm dead anyway. They don't know that, though. Yeah, what they did was bad. Because if we had a way to interact, we could be okay. I mean, I think they should still probably just go for it. Okay, backup paladin makes it a lot easier for them. Yeah, the backup paladin pays them off. Alright, we're dead. Yeah, if I had an answer to this, they're in trouble. Like, any answer in the world. And then they can't equip this anymore. Rough. Yeah, I think they played those last couple turns really, really poorly. But they did not get punished. It's a lot of Croxes. It's all of them. So I'll get Blood Crypt tapped end step if I don't need to push. And I'll just start casting Croxes and try to tear their hand. Oh, is this... It's either Shadow or Living End. Probably more likely Living End. Living End. Alright, well, we can't beat them game 1. Okay. It's better than casting Croxa against Living End. I guess we somehow hope that they don't have a Cascade spell. Ditching Croxes don't actually do anything, because even if they do come back, they don't stick around. Casting a Force. Sure. No land. Okay. Well, I guess that's one way. Monkey. Okay. Don't really feel like there's a lot to say about this situation. Chalices are good. Spell bombs are good. Ashiok's are good. Brutalities are fine. Take out all these things. Yep. Honestly, Kolaghan's command's probably better than push. Bolts can at least go to face. Terminates are pretty bad as well. I guess if they have a weaker than average reanimation turn, Terminate could be reasonable. I guess. Well, if they living end, we're going to draw some cards. Force of negation for Ren and 6 check. I've got double violent outburst and a force. I guess it does take the force. That would counter our Chalice or Ashiok if we find a Chalice or Ashiok. Must have drawn a cycling creature. I guess you have a cycling creature. This will be second red. I guess I'll just get basic mountain next turn. Didn't know about that one. Fetch. They may petty theft in response here, which is why I'm doing it now. Get mountain. Would love to find a Chalice, but they just have the Brazen Borrower anyway. I'll ditch the Pyromancers, so that way if they living end, I get more Pyromancers. Obviously, we just drew more lands, which is pretty horrid. So they do have a Violent Outburst here, but they only have an Architects to get with it. Come on, deck. Just more Terminate, yeah. Does casting Monkey achieve anything? I guess they're not outbursting here, so I have to hope that I get lucky. So there's no way they're outbursting here, right? I guess they could do it just as a Wrath, but then I get my Pyromancers back. Yeah. You gonna petty theft my Ren? Yep. Bling. It's one less answer to Chalice. if I find a chalice. Yep. So they're holding up Violent Outburst. They have 2 Architects available to get back, but I've got 2 Young Pyromancers to get back. So 3-3, rearrange the top 3 of someone's library. There's the chalice. So I can terminate off of fetching a basic lead on attack. They took the hit. That has them dead to bolt, so not really sure what they've got in mind. Cycle, yep. Sure. So unless they have a 0 mana way to deal with this chalice. Okay, cool. Stole a game. Probably just going to resubmit. Keep. So I'll turn 1 monkey. And then next turn I'll Spellbomb and hope for no force. Jam. Treasure. Force check. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah. I guess I'll put Ren and 6 into play. This could maybe help me dig for another copy of Spellbomb. Although if they just have the Living End now, 2 Riverwinders and a Waker of Waves is gonna be enough. They don't have it yet. Doesn't take much to find it though. It's like 4 Violent Outbursts, 4 Shardless Agents. They might just be missing the land. Yeah, they're missing the land. Jam. Hit a force, okay. Cycle. Spellbomb or Chalice? Spellbomb or Chalice? I guess I could have even played the Peatland and used the treasure to sack it. That would have given me another look at exactly Chalice. Well, they missed again. Another land, jeez. So they are going to 9. Exile the land. So I have 2 bolts in hand. If I ping the opponent, puts them to 8. I ping them again and bolt them twice. It puts them to 1, which turns off all of their fetches as outs. I guess I should have sacrificed this first for info. Okay, well that means they're dead anyway. Next turn. Think we might somehow steal this. I guess they could still Force of Negation one of my spells. Oh, wow. I'll just go for the kill, I guess. All right, another 2/3. Seasoned Pyromancer has continued to be pretty poor. I've cast it many times this league as well, and every time we cast it, like it was like a good thing to have, but it never did anything. Like it was always like cycle 2 and a body that was for the most part irrelevant. It just has not been impressive, and a 3-mana card. I want to be impressive, you know. So I probably just won't be playing these Pyromancers. And they've just been pretty garbage. They're not gonna lie, they're trash. All right, thanks for watching and see you next time.